grow each day. Keep the faith, give yourself some grace. Come on in and sit down and let's do life for shy.
Hey everybody, come in and sit down and do life with me while I come out of retirement and do a sew-in on my sister. Yes, these long, thick locks. So, as I've mentioned in other videos, she is getting ready to get married and she wants a sew-in for her wedding. And she went and let someone else do her hair because I told her I did not feel confident enough to achieve a sew-in on her hair now that her hair has gotten this long. Mind you, I have not done hair like that since I found out I was pregnant, which was way back in 2024. So it's been 2 years since I've done hair consistently. I've just kind of done it maybe a couple times here and there if I had an opportunity to do it. But I have not been doing hair for 2 years now. Let alone, I haven't done a sew-in since way before I found out I was pregnant. So it's been a very long time. And her hair, the last time I did a sew-in on her was nowhere near this long. So I told her I didn't think I could do it. And after she went and got her hair done and it turned out to be an epic fail, she was like, I think you can do it. Just try it. And I said, okay, I'll try it. But if I don't like it, I'm not doing your hair for your wedding. So here we are in my kitchen trying to figure out how we're going to do the sew-in for her wedding day. And like my biggest thing was there cannot be a hump at the top. I wanted to have it as flat as possible. So this is the first braid down. I braided them, to the side and to the back. And now I'm trying to figure out how to pin these long ends up. Well, turns out that was an epic fail too, because I could not figure it out. Like, it just wasn't coming together how I needed it to, how I wanted it to. So guess what? We ended up taking those braids down and I ended up starting right on over with the braid down. You see how it looks in the back? Like, I just knew it was going to make a huge hump at the top and she would have had the same look that she had previously. She literally wore that other sew-in for 2 days and took it out. So I took this down and I had to go with something different. Now, when I do her hair for the wedding, am I gonna use the same braid pattern that I'm using now in this video? Probably not, because I still wasn't 100% satisfied with the results. But I won't say anything else about that. I'll let y'all see the end results at the end and y'all can leave y'all's feedback in the comments. I am my biggest critic, so to me, it could have always been better, but she was satisfied with it. But anyway, here we are, starting it over. I think at this point, I was like, you know what, let me try a beehive. I felt like that would give me a flatter look across the top of her head and put more of the bulkiness in the back. I also did not want to braid them straight back and leave the bulkiness at the nape of her neck, because she has not decided if she wants to wear her hair down or wear it in an updo. And I know that if I had braided it back and put the most of the hair at the nape of her neck, I could have sewn on top of it and it would have definitely been much flatter. But because she's on the fence about an updo or wearing it down, I'm trying to find another way to braid it up so that I can sew a row of hair underneath the base of the braid, so that if we pull it up for an updo, you won't be able to see anything. Like, everything will still be kind of camouflaged. And yeah, y'all get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we got to figure it out. This way, the way that I did it in this video, I told her she would definitely be able to pull it up, if she was to decide that she wanted to do an updo. So here I braided it all in a circle, which left one big braid at the end that I was hoping I would be able to take and tuck in between the braids and just have one seamless look and sew it all together and it would work. But unfortunately, it did not. So I ended up taking that braid down. So I put the hair in a ponytail and then I split it and made 2 braids out of it so that I could wrap it different ways and it wouldn't be one big bulky braid. And look at my baby, y'all. She does halfway decent when I do my sister's hair, but when I'm trying to do other people's hair, absolutely not. No. She is like pulling at my legs, wanting me to pick her up. She want to see what I'm doing. She want to be on my hip. She does the most when I have attempted to do someone else's hair. So pretty much my sister is the only person whose hair I can do right now if I was to jump back into doing hair again. And I don't even know, y'all. I feel like I'm so rusty. I might just need to stay where I'm at. Okay, so here's a final look of the braid down that we ended up going with and how I sewed it all together, how it looks from the back, from the side. There was no hump at the top and not a lot of bulkiness at the nape of her neck. So I want to put this cap on and get down to the sewing. So where the closure stops, it's all completely flat.
What are you doing? You scared me.
That's where the rest of it is gonna start, but I'm worried about too much.
Do wondrous things, my little minnow.
Oh, yes, my first. You must learn where you're meant to be.
Here you go, we just gotta do it. We just gonna do it. We just gotta do it. I'm gonna keep that in the video. I'm gonna still keep the most of it in. Ain't that right, Will? Okay, so here we are looking at the closure and everything. I did not bleach the knots on the closure. I barely even plucked it. Instead of bleaching, I used the tint spray to spray the underside of the closure, and in my opinion, y'all, it gives the same look. Like, you can still get a flawless look without bleaching it. I just feel like once that closure is bleached, like it just causes so much damage. All right, so let me catch up. So here I am sewing down the net on top of the nude cap, and I'm literally sewing this net to cap because there was no braids or nothing up there for me to sew to, but I had to put the net on so that I could have somewhere to sew the tracks in areas where there were not braids up around her hairline. So that's what's going on here. And then I'm just cutting that space open so that I could put the closure down and you can't see the net lines through the lace of the closure. All right, y'all, here we go. This is after I finish sewing all the hair in, and I see a hump. Do y'all see the hump? I see it. Now, she loved it. She thought it would look great, but I'm so picky that I want it to be flat, like a normal, regular sew-in. But I don't know. She don't want nobody else to do her hair now, so I guess it gotta be me. Anywho, she looks beautiful, but I want her hair to be flawless. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave that feedback in the comment section, and come back and sit with me again. All right, bye.